Yeah.
and then upload to YouTube. Upload to YouTube is like uploading any file. Okay,
Sweet.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very easy. You have an interface that is easy to use because I've used it before.
I hit
Okay.
start recording, so
Perfect. Well, then
then we
I
could
can
like
get us
review
in
it. Yeah,
there.
sweet. So now, can I invite you guys?
I think so.
I
Okay,
am. Yes, I'm ready to receive your invitation.
sweet. I so hope this works. I really do, because it worked last night with someone in Illinois. So, but she did get booted like you guys did with the other one. So I'm thinking the map seed has something wrong with it. But this one
Yeah.
should work.
Probably. Yeah.
I couldn't believe I found a nice. It's an island. It's got a river. It's got a building area.
Did you send the
And
invitation?
then it
Not
doesn't
yet.
work.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, it said you guys
It
could
looks
load it,
quite
but
like map I found.
let's see. Invite Steam friends,
Yes.
and then ladies first,
Thank you.
and then Agudo. There we go. It would be so nice
Oh,
if.
I had to leave my farming simulator to accept. Sorry, that's gonna take a few seconds.
Still
Oh, it's okay. You could join
playing
us
farming
anytime.
sim in the background.
You're good company,
you're
Agudo.
you're addicted to farming sim, Agudo.
Yes, I am. I am. I'm gonna leave for the actual stream on Sunday. How much of an obsessive person I am, and the good thing is that I can sort of control it, but I have a very strong tendency towards manic episodes, and I am having a manic episode with Farming Simulator. You know.
Okay.
I understand perfectly.
Yeah.
Now look at. Are you in this map, Gamer
I'm in the
Mama?
map. I can see your village.
Good. So
I'm
you
going
see
to
there's
pick
like
a tribe.
mountain on one side, and then there's that river, and there's a nice flat building area between the ocean and the river, with
Yeah.
fertile land too.
Yeah.
Sweet.
The thing that makes a map good for me is that I can find the medicines.
Yeah.
This one has like regular plant life and jungle plant life too, and I love that because then you could get really creative with a future garden. And I think I see
Yeah.
elderberry, unless that's apple.
Let's see.
I'm gonna cross the river
Yeah.
though into the flat area,
There
and there's
is a
oranges over
bird.
here.
Wait. I am in a new world, not.
Yeah, it's a new one. He picked another one.
Yeah, because the other one kept
Just
kicking everybody
trying,
out. Yeah, that
trying
wasn't.
if he could set up a game.
So I'm gonna settle my guys right in front of this apple tree. I think there's three of them. But like, there's plenty of room right along the river, and then when we need resources, we could just build bridges and go to the mountains or whatever.
Yep.
Coffee's
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
like that.
we're separated by well, we could be separated. I'm gonna take the southern tribe then.
How many people?
7.
I have 10. I'm trying to get them to walk over there. What are they doing?
I got 11. Let's see, where are you? Oh, you're just south of me.
10. Cross the damn river because it's flatter over there, right in front of the apple trees.
I
I
think
mean,
I'm going to stay exactly where I am.
I like to think I'm a little bit smarter than being born yesterday. We'll say I was born the day before.
But I only see birch trees at the moment, no elderberry trees.
I'm not afraid to explore a little bit, but I mean, given how much this map actually has going for it, I'm willing to accept a little bit of nonsense.
Yeah.
Because if you go looking for perfect, my experience is it takes hours. And you still
Absolutely.
might not find it.
Absolutely.
So at a certain
Agreed.
point, I'm like, if it's that good, it's good enough, you know?
Well, I'm starting to do something.
Now, if this is actually working, I'd be really, really happy.
Well, it is working so far.
And it actually remembered the
some-
configuration, too.
I got some echinacea.
I see a dead mammoth on our side of the riverbank.
Yeah, there's a dead mammoth here beneath a tree. As well. speaking
Oh,
is
I
that
see
my
where you
friend
are. You're
today.
south of me. You're way south.
Yeah, we are all south.
No, I don't
Are
see
you
Agudo.
recording?
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's recording, but not
Yeah, but
streaming.
I'm asking to Wolfie if he's recording. So if he's recording, all
Yes,
good.
Yep.
yes.
And then, like, if it works without a hitch, then I have evidence that I'm not a complete idiot, just a partial one, because it did work once, right?
Just a little bit,
And this is
right?
a nice place indeed. I can find oranges, gooseberries, pumpkin, flaxseed,
Yeah, there's a lot of
birch.
stuff here.
So you
There's
see
no
this
We are
river?
light on.
elderberries, but
Uh,
Part of the fun of this is like when Dave Frampton added blocks that we can build with now. You can make
yeah.
a key, so I can fix the river up eventually, like kind of terraforming a little bit, and then it'll look like a key, like you're walking on a boardwalk. I
you
don't
mean
know.
a quay?
That's what it's
A
spelled like
key, yeah.
quay, but Darth Jessica was saying it's pronounced key. I don't know, but
Okay.
that's Canadian. I don't know. She might be speaking like backwards or something in tongues, whatever they do over there.
Just about.
A boot. Yeah, I've heard that one too. But I will give Canada credit. I've heard Minnesotans say a boot also, so that's not just Canada.
But I haven't heard Jessica say hey, so I doubt she's Canadian.
She might be from another planet because she's a bit too entertaining to be human. I think she's Sith. You know, like the ones with the yellow eyes killing Jedi. Because she's so entertaining and she's so sweet and she's so lovable that that would be the perfect disguise to be a Sith. Pulls out that red lightsaber, you know.
Oh my god.
No one would suspect it, right? It'd be perfect. So tell me what made you happy today, Agudo.
Huh?
What made you happy today?
Did I say that I was happy?
No, I'm just wondering if anything in the course of your day made you happy.
Well, in the course of my day, it made me happy that you contacted me to play Sapiens with you and Gamer Mama. So that's something. I hope it counts. And second,
Yeah.
I was telling Gamer Mama that I found something new to me in Farming Simulator, which was how to harvest vegetables, which is notoriously hard in the game. Yeah, that is fun because there is some harvester that makes pallets, and
Yeah. Well,
then
that's
I got really
quite easier.
experienced at working with pallets last night because I had to pick more than 100 of them, moving them in the very small trailer.
Oh, in a very small trailer. Oh my god.
Yes, so I was stacking them three wide, so I managed to carry 12 pallets of carrots in that thing, and the stuff would be topping over, and it was difficult to drive, and so I
I
had a
bet.
lot of fun.
I bet.
So what made you
What I
happy?
like
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
what I like about Farming Simulator is that in one game you have plenty of mini games.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's. Yeah.
Cool. So I was just gonna ask Gamer Mama what made her happy today.
What made me happy today? Not a lot. I had an off day actually. A really
Uh oh.
off day.
Uh oh.
But yeah, now gaming a bit. Yeah, that makes me happy.
Even though you're stuck with my humor.
By the way, you are
Okay,
injecting
no.
the music again.
Oh no. I gotta turn the music off. Uh oh.
Not turn the music off.
How do we do this?
Uh,
I remember we solved this before. What the hell did I do? Because I turned everything else off, unfortunately. What did I do? Was it in game? No.
well, you are not injecting the music anymore.
No.
I switched the menu.
Yeah, you have to stop the live streaming on Discord.
Oh, I don't think I hit that button. Did I hit that button or just the share stream or something?
Yeah, the share stream. You have to stop that because that's what with audio as well.
Okay, so it was this like this. Is that better?
It's Discord.
How about that?
I don't know. I didn't hear it. So Agudo, is it better now?
Yeah, as soon as I asked him to stop the music, he stopped.
Okay.
I will let you know if.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So don't ever be afraid to say, "Hey, watch it, Bobby. You're being an idiot." You know, because I appreciate that. I don't know.
But that's not what I said. Is that's what you understood?
Well, it's pretty sad that I'm this computer illiterate in this day and age, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. And it's not even a computer. It's a laptop.
Well, yeah, it's a type of computer anyway. Like the thinking is, if it was a desktop and for some reason I had to move in a hurry, oh jeez, I'm gonna have to decline that one because I'm busy. Maybe if you guys can't hear it, I'll take it.
Yeah, you can mute us.
Hey, what's up?
But the recording, remember.
Oh, the recording on the. Ah, you can cut it out.
I'm actually practicing with my buddies because I wanted Wednesday to go without a hitch. We're not streaming exactly, we're recording, but me like saying hello to you is probably going to be picked up too. So, do you want to join us on Sapiens? This isn't being streamed. Do you want to join us on that map that I made?
No, not really. I'm sorry.
Alright, well, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, you know, I actually would pick up the phone, unlike others. So, I'll talk to you later or text you or something, okay?
Okay. I'll
Alright,
talk to you later.
bye. Sorry, guys. At least it wasn't someone trying to sell me car insurance.
Yeah, well, you're good. You only have to cut it out of the recording if you want to put it up.
Personally, I think being as open as possible is the way to go, but
Yeah,
I'm kind of weird. Yeah. That one isn't like obnoxious like me. Not exactly. Pretty square compared to me, but I think that's like the normal rule in life.
Oh my god.
I gave them beds. What do you guys want? You guys want everything. They want everything in yesterday. Very human-like.
Yep. What's this?
I don't think 10 beds is going to cut it. Oh, yeah, right. They want storage areas. Let's see. So there'd be the house, and then storage would be out here. I like to start on like a couple of levels above ground, so if you want to quarry later for like clay or something, you can do it. If you're too close to the water, you can't really do it as well.
Okay.
And plus, like, just for role-playing, yeah, human beings want to live next to a river or an ocean or whatever so they can fish, right? But if you're too
Normally,
close
yeah.
and there's a flood, then you're in trouble, so you'd want to be a little bit back.
Absolutely. I'm a little bit back.
Now, the Netherlands are clever. Don't you guys have huge machines that keep the ocean out of the lowlands?
Yeah, I think so.
Technically, they're engineering marvels on par with the Great Wall of China because keeping the ocean back is not easy.
Yeah, it's
No,
not
it's
easy.
not. It's not.
There are many remarkable things happening in the Netherlands, as a matter of course.
Yeah,
The
well,
thing
they
that,
always
that
say
blows
we
my
have
mind
drinking water.
continually is how important agriculture of the Netherlands is to the entire world.
Yeah, we
It's more
brought a
important
lot.
than the Dutch beers. It's can you imagine something more important than the Dutch beers? Well, that's Dutch agriculture.
I'm very honest in that, but I like the Belgian beers better.
I mean, Heineken's Dutch, but honestly, if it's not German beer, is it really beer? I need my
I don't drink
Reinheitsgebot. That's what I need that in a beer.
Yeah.
Reinheitsgebot, I did not parse that. What do you
That's
mean?
a German purity law that, only
Yeah.
certain things can go in beer. And they've got some recipes. Like my favorite beer is Warsteiner Dunkel. That's been around since
Yeah.
1753. The same exact.
Outside now.
That's kind of a good branding because you know this is what you're buying, this is what you're getting, this is what you're tasting every single time.
Yeah.
That's kind of a good way to do it.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a very good thing. Yes, I would agree and approve. Of
Not
your
that everything the Germans have done is good, but I'm just saying in that
No.
particular beer making sense, yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
I've noticed throughout history every single country that you can think of has once been a superpower, taken their turn, and then got overshadowed by someone else later, who took their
Yep.
turn and got overshadowed by someone else later.
Absolutely. What are these?
Okay, I have
Why
basic
do I
hunting. That's great.
Oh, flax seeds. Okay. I need some more space over here.
Removal items. Have you ever had any interaction with the author of the game, Magic Dave?
Just like follow his posts, and that's how I knew he went on vacation and stuff like that. I
I
don't
have talked
actually
to
talk
him.
to. Oh, you have? He's awesome. He's got to be.
I offered help, but he declined.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's his loss.
He probably wants to keep it his baby and just his baby alone, but I have heard that he does have like staff now.
Oh. Looking good.
Oh.
Investigate, please.
Have you ever heard of a game called Star Wars Battlefront, Agudo?
Nope.
There was a version in 2005 before Disney got it, and it was incredible. And like even the actor that did Jango Fett in the prequels, he was like voice acting for it, and it was really cool, right? And then Disney gets it, and then EA Games gets it, and they just blew it. They really blew it. So I sort of understand why Dave would want to be a little, protective of his baby. I totally get it.
I get that too, yeah. Have you heard about the commotion about EA games?
I heard something was going on, but I'm not specific of what. So
Tell us.
They are,
No, I haven't
they
heard.
are willing to sell off their EA piece and Maxis to Saudi Arabian
oh, I did hear that.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, but
It's not good.
I do kind of understand the logic if someone's screwing up and making gamers mad that it is time to sell to somebody.
Yeah, well, I think he's made them more mad now.
I mean, I'm well aware of Saudi Arabia's shortcomings. Well aware.
Yeah, I've played The Sims 4 a lot, and I really like the game, but a lot of content creators on that are quitting their contract with EA because they are going to Saudi Arabia.
Huh.
Yep.
You know, the first thing that would come to mind if they sell it to the Saudis are they going to censor all this crap? Because I can't stand that. I'm an adult.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
you got mods for that.
That's the first.
I modified it.
Well, yeah, you got mods, but still, it's just like insulting to me.
Oh man, it's so late.
Yeah, well,
I have to hurry up.
If it's going to be created in Saudi Arabia, we'll have what are the things called? Those veils?
Oh, yeah, all the
It'll be-
women in the games will be covered up. I don't think they'll go
Yep.
that far to a multinational audience, but
I don't know.
no, I am also
Oh,
aware,
my-
only because I was
my
stuck
dis-
in Detroit for 3 years. Jordan is very different than Saudi Arabia. They all have their own different like groups over there, right? All different tribes, just like German's different than Dutch. It's like that. Jordanians are very, I guess we could use the word liberal, but that doesn't really mean necessarily what it used to. So like over there, like, if the Christians start crap in Jordan because you got a mix of both, then they get arrested. If the Muslims start crap in Jordan, they get arrested. I mean, their king was educated in London, so that's how it works in Jordan, but Oh man,
I
that
like
one.
I like the royal family of Jordan.
Believe it or not, Agudo, the father, because the father died eventually, really super old, used to fly over here to Cleveland to partake of the Cleveland Clinic.
Oh, you are in Cleveland.
Yep. So, I mean, I kind of
Ohio is one of
understand.
my favorite states. You know.
Ohio is pretty cool because it's got a mix of everything in the country. That's kind of good. Like, it's not entirely one way or another. All you gotta do is drive a few minutes and, be where you want to be.
Yeah, that's the same here.
I will say about my city, like, all you gotta do is go to a different city and then you start appreciating your hometown very much.
Absolutely.
But then again, Detroit was a little harsh. That was really a harsh lesson. You
You
know,
didn't quite like Detroit.
no.
Detroit.
Like, man, it's just so run down. Like, stupid is normal there. I don't mean to be rude, but it's true. They know, like,
And coming from you means a lot.
yeah, exactly. Like, they're out of money. Like, the whole town is depreciated, but they know the blue heroin pills are worth this many pink ones and that many white ones. Cleveland has problems too, mostly with alcohol, but oh my gosh, Detroit was a whole new level. I guess my ex-girlfriend's dad actually died from a oxycontin overdose. The doctor told him, like, if it's not in your blood, I'm not going to give you any more. And he was actually selling them, for a profit. So he took 8 of them and died. Like, that's Detroit.
Oh my god. That here too, Oxy.
Yeah, it's made out of heroin. Like, you could, like, put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the OxyContin scandal, the things that happens in the United States where there is no healthcare but disease care.
Yeah. Something like that.
Really, that guy Deepak Chopra, you know who that is, right?
One of those charlatans.
Well, everybody has a little bit of truth, right? I mean, I get they're trying to make a profit and sell their books, whatever. But within that, I'm pretty sure he said the human body contains within it every pharmaceutical known to man. Which makes sense. We're not extinct, right? Do you think they had this when these sapiens were running around? Did they have like all these different pills and stuff? No, you just got to treat yourself right, and eventually, under the right conditions, you'll heal yourself. Which makes more sense than we need the pharmaceutical companies to rescue us. No, we don't. Our great grandparents didn't. Hopefully, that makes a little bit of sense.
That one. That one.
I prefer to talk about other things.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk whatever, like when I'm streaming, like, I mean, literally whatever. I might make fun of it, but, I mean, it's still free speech, right?
Yes. I love that.
I expect you guys to make fun of me. Come on, man, I'm weird. It's half the fun.
Okay, let me join you in spirit. Instead of criticizing the topic of conversation, let me join you in spirit. You know that I am Hispanic.
Right?
I do look a little bit Hispanic too. Like, sure, I look European Hispanic, but still Hispanic, like Puerto Rican.
Right.
And I live in Los Angeles, California.
Right?
And Los Angeles is the place where the paramilitary forces are harassing people that look like me.
So basically
And,
profiling, yeah.
It's quite bad. Quite bad. It is something that I never expected in a million years when I immigrated into the United States that I was ever going to be confronted with this problem.
Yeah.
Like, I have a friend who is a natural born citizen of the United States. I was born here in Los Angeles. of permanent resident parents.
Mm-hmm.
However, the parents decided to go back to Mexico, and he grew up in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good, right?
Yep.
Hmm.
So he speaks English with accented, Hispanic accented. His English is Hispanic accented because
Yeah.
he grew up there, and he looks more Hispanic than I do, for example. And now he has to carry both the passport and the birth certificate
To
because
prove
he
that
gets
he's a
harassed
citizen.
Right.
like twice per week. He has to go through different routes to LA downtown, and he hasn't figured out a route that doesn't cross the paramilitary forces.
Right.
Yeah.
So he gets harassed twice per week, and he tells me that it doesn't matter that he has all the proper documentation because he knows for the way that they treat people that it is just a matter of time before he gets thrown
Detention center.
into a detention center because they don't care to
Hmm.
not make a mistake. Basically, the point is intimidation and harassment and public fear, and uh, the success is remarkable in that regard.
Hmm.
They have been very successful.
What's sad here is just like, it's unfair to say all Hispanics are like the ones that are like running over the border and dealing drugs and stuff. It's just a small percentage, so it's completely unfair to generalize. Would you agree?
Yeah, but that's with everything.
Exactly, including the police. So it like my dad was a cop, and I seem to remember a cop running into the road to save my dog. There's that kind of cop, but there's also the kind of cop that's kind of corrupt.
Yeah.
The problem is like that union that they have is also corrupt. So if you had say good cops trying to say, "Hey, I saw this happen to so and so and it was bullshit," they get quickly silenced. Shut up or lose your job or worse. That's an
Yeah.
issue. Corruption is an issue. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Personally, I think the ancient Celts had the right idea. You have a king, right? And he's telling the tribe what to do. That's fine. Within a year or two, if the tribe is starving, they cut his head off and get a new king. Like the responsibility should be as you climb up in authority, not as you go down. Some poor schmuck
Yeah.
that can barely survive, if the tribe's starving, it's not his fault. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think
But
corruption is
he
a
is.
horrible thing.
But he is the chief, so he is responsible.
Exactly. Personally, this is just me, and it is
Well,
just a
he's a
recording.
criminal. What do you expect of a criminal?
I mean, and then you have the whole idea like if everything is criminal, like walking down the street is suddenly against the law. I mean, that's not the people's fault either. Like if you're just trying to like weaponize politics and stuff, that isn't cool either. The thing that makes us all Americans is the Constitution. If you took everything else away, the U.S. Constitution, especially the first 10 Bill of Rights, those were made. Those are not repealable. Those are like the ones after Amendment 10. Sure, debate them, have a referendum. The first 10 are set in stone. That's it, and it needs to be treated that way. Basically, if they would just stick to the Constitution, this country could be great.
Well, unreasonable searches and seizures is what is happening in Los Angeles.
It shouldn't be. That's what I mean. I
And
tell
by the
you.
way, the 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 current holder of the office of the presidency of the United States
Uh huh.
shouldn't have been allowed to take the office because he's an insurrectionist, has determined by the Colorado Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court of the United States just overlooked the fact that he's an insurrectionist and the Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. So,
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think it. The whole Russia Gate and the whole January 6th thing's been totally like debunked. That the whole
what do you mean debunked?
he never said what was said that he
The,
said and all that. It's total nonsense that they made up.
he never said what.
Like go ahead
He
and
never
storm
said
the
what.
Capitol. He never said that. He
Who
never said
said that
that.
he said that?
Well, the left. Like,
No,
basically,
the
I
left
get.
didn't do that. The left simply said that insurrection. Okay, you're talking bullshit, and I refer to you to the decision of the Colorado Supreme Court that analyzed all of the facts. It is a decision that you can read. There's the evidence there and the adjudication by the Colorado Supreme Court of
The
the evidence that
Colorado, you said?
the Colorado Supreme Court, the evidence that the case is called Trump versus Anderson. The evidence is there that he engaged in the crime of insurrection, therefore ought to have been disqualified from the ballot in all states, not just Colorado, but Colorado, of course, can only decide about Colorado. And there's the evidence there. If you have something that contradicts that evidence, I would be interested in knowing because I care about the subject. But when I say that he's an insurrectionist, I'm not using any say-so evidence.
Right.
I am actually using evidence has the work done by a Supreme Court of a state of the Union.
Well, here's a question. Like, anybody in the government in a position of authority takes an oath to uphold the Constitution, correct? Like, whether you're a congressman or a representative or on the Supreme Court, they all take an oath to uphold the Constitution, correct?
Yes.
So the second that they're caught not doing that, they should be removed immediately. Just like if you're on a job, right? Your job is to sell oranges, and suddenly instead you're throwing them at the customer, you should lose your job, right?
Well, not so clear that the legal system establishes that the way to deal with the crime of perjury is removal from office.
See, well, I mean,
So,
I've seen it on both sides. I usually vote third party, but the Greens totally pissed me off. So, what was I supposed to do? I'm supposed to do the best I can, right? What were my choices?
well, okay, but at least it's very clear that nobody else that has been an insurrectionist has held the office of the President of the United States.
You know who Andrew Jackson is, right?
Yes.
Are you aware that John Jay of the Supreme Court ruled that the Cherokee Nation does have the right to exist? And you know what Jackson said? Well, he
Let
made
them
his
enforce it.
yeah. Go ahead and enforce it. So, is that not an insurrection against the government you're sworn
No,
to uphold?
that is not. That is not. That is a passive act of not fulfilling the duties of the office of the presidency. That's very different from actively engaging in insurrection, which is what the Colorado Supreme Court found.
I can't quite hear that
And
word. I don't know if you're saying Colorado or Corel or what are you saying?
the Colorado Supreme Court
Colorado. Okay,
found
so a state said
found
that. Okay.
the Colorado Supreme Court. And this is that Colorado is a word in Spanish that I'm not gonna use.
Right. I wasn't
to
sure
say.
what you were saying. So a state. So why would a Colorado ruling have anything to do with me in Ohio? He shouldn't be on the
Because we were
ballot in
talking
Colorado
about
then.
we were talking about the subject of
There's a Supreme
the
Court,
evidence, the
not
evidence
something
for
that
insurrection,
Right.
has
and
ruling over a complete country.
not only the Colorado Supreme Court found that he engaged in insurrection, but the Supreme Court of the United States never discussed or rebutted that finding from the Colorado Supreme Court. Mr. Trump was allowed to continue to be in the ballot because of different reasons that I profoundly disagree with that the Supreme Court said in its decision. But the finding by the Colorado Supreme Court was not overruled. It stands like the legal reality in the United States, including the Supreme Court that has 3 justices nominated by this person in particular, allowed that evidence to stand, the finding of the Colorado Supreme Court, the Supreme Court of the state of Colorado.
What
And
I'm
it ought to have applied to Ohio too, except that the Supreme Court of the United States said that the issue was immaterial, that whether the current holder of the office was engaged in insurrection or not was not material because Congress had not articulated a way to deal with Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. That's what the Supreme Court of the United States said. But otherwise, the evidence that Colorado presented to the court in the appeal, no, sorry, the evidence presented in the appeals that he was an insurrectionist, convicted insurrectionist by the Colorado Supreme Court, would have become a national a national precedent that probably all other states, all other 49 states would have had to abide for in their own ways. Because the evidence is there that he was an insurrectionist.
I hear what you're saying. I think the part we disagree with is how can one state make a ruling over something and then it applies to everybody?
I
don't
already
think-
explained that it is a legal precedent that poses the question to the other 49 states of how they're going to deal with the evidence that Colorado Supreme Court considered. So it's not that the precedent applies to them directly and that they have to abide by it. It is that they are challenged with adapting the evidence and that judicial finding in their own ways to the other 49 states.
Of course, this is the other side of it. Even if someone is convicted of something, if the people themselves, in a direct democracy, which I know we're not, we're a republic, want somebody and they vote for him, doesn't that mean that all the other choices were worse?
Well, that's not democracy. Democracy is not five animals composed of 3 wolves and 2 sheep deciding what's to dinner.
Right?
That is majoritarianism, not democracy.
Oh, we've been a corporate state for a while anyway, so the real issue while everybody's fighting each other on the bottom is why do
Sure,
corporations...
but something that I don't like when I am forced to discuss things is that people change the topic on me. I'm not talking about a corporation. You just said that in a democracy, criminals are supposed to be allowed to be elected to the office of elections. And I was just trying to explain that, no, that's not democracy, that's majoritarianism. The 14th Amendment has the Section 3 that precisely deals with the case of a popular insurrectionist.
I mean, the question... Go ahead.
It was devised for the purposes of not allowing people that had engaged in the violent insurrection of the Civil War to have federal offices, because it was understood that they were popular, that they could be elected because of the popularity. So the circumstances that attain to the reasons and the discussions that we can read about why the Section 3 in the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution exists is something we can read and determine that it applies to the particular case at hand. And again, it is not me who knows shit about the law. It is the Colorado Supreme Court, the one that made all these findings. Huh?
Right. I get that. I get that he shouldn't have been on the ballot in Colorado is what I'm hearing.
Well, yes, but the same thing that applies to Colorado applies to all other 49 states. So
it's true for them.
Stop saying that what Colorado found does not apply to the other states, because in practice it does.
So now,
Agudo, question: do you have a fireplace set up at your place?
I have in my private fireplace.
In game. Because one of my Sapiens is carrying a big piece of meat towards you. He's crazy.
I must prevent that from happening by telling them to... Oh, you are monopolizing my campfire.
He's almost at your campfire cooking his mammoth meat.
Would you please tell it to go to his own campfire?
Oh wait, now he's reacting.
See, I don't like to put the campfire down because you're gonna start burning the sticks, right? And then next thing you know, you don't have any sticks.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
then
but I'm
gathering up
cooking.
sticks.
Oh, you're
I need
cooking mammoth,
food.
yeah.
Oh,
She's cooking mammoth, I'm cooking pumpkin.
nice. And there are a couple of chickens in between us, so hunting will be an easy thing.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to ask Agudo a question.
But could we please stop talking about politics?
Of course.
I don't like my politics, so.
Well, what I'm afraid of is when people don't talk at all, then nobody learns anything.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, if you just want to play, I mean, you were nice enough to help me, so yeah. I mean, obviously, if someone made a request, then I would do it. But my default is someone can say whatever they want.
Yeah, of course, but American politics don't apply to me, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
interested in them, and I
Oh,
fucking hate what ICE is doing.
I would disagree with
Yeah, I
that
know
it doesn't
it
apply
does
to
a
you
bit.
because
Yeah,
if
but
the United
okay.
States has a cold, probably the rest of the world has pneumonia. You know, so
So
Oh, everyone has
technically,
pneumonia?
well, technically, like you know the draconian rules that are going on in the UK, where you could get arrested for telling a joke. That shit. Honestly, we should be able to look at them and say, you know that alliance we've had for about 100 years? If you don't knock it off with throwing people in prison for free speech, the alliance is over. That's honestly what I think. That's ridiculous. Someone tells a joke, and it's obviously a joke, and they're a comedian, and they're in jail for like 17 months or something? No. That's not. That doesn't work. What do you think, Agudo?
you're changing the subject, so I'm not gonna follow.
No? I just think it's ridiculous. Because really, you're asking every time a country gets in trouble that, you know, either American money or worse, American soldiers have to go and get involved. And it's like, you guys don't even want to uphold our basic values and we're supposed to defend you? I don't know, man. It's shady. It's shady ground. Could tell you guys about my grandfather. I don't know if I ever did. He was in World War.
Ben?
Yeah, he was in World War II, and it was he was OSS before it was called CIA, which happens later. So he was
Yeah.
technically he was like a commando, and he was a mercenary that joined the British to help fight the Nazis. I guess he had a cover story. My poor cousin. His cover story was he was in the 82nd Airborne, and he never was. So my cousin Nick busts his ass to get in the 82nd Airborne, and he's like, "Hey, Grandpa, I'm just like you." And Grandpa's laughing. He's like, "I was never in the 82nd Airborne."
That's funny.
But he did.
He was in Yugoslavia and Greece in World War II before FDR wanted anything to do with the war, to be honest. So he said one day he's hiding from the Germans in the mountains, right, in Serbia. His buddy next to him ended up freezing solid, but he didn't, which is kind of interesting because when it gets super cold here, I'm just fine, and everyone else is like super shivering. I can't handle it. I can't even leave my home, and I'm out there walking in it. Kind of makes sense.
Oh man, I have friends from Canada, Vancouver in particular, that visited me a winter in Chicago,
Uh huh.
and they didn't want to go out because it was so cold for them. Canadians.
And it's like the
Okay.
winds and the Great Lakes totally changed the climate.
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. We have in Chicago not a strong lake effect as in South Bend, Indiana, by Notre Dame University and places like that. But we do have lake effect in Chicago, so it gets really cold. Like the last winter that I lived in Chicago in 2014, that January was a polar vortex, and hear me out. It was so cold, or it got cold so quickly that the polar bears in the zoo had to be taken indoors
Oh
because it was
wow.
too cold outside for them. It is that they didn't have the time to make their coat of fat
Hmm.
that gives them the resiliency to the cold because the polar vortex happened really quick.
We had a
So
storm passing through here the last day and a half. Yesterday was the worst day. Today it's okay. So yeah, that was it's now it's a lot cooler than the day before.
You've heard of when they find a woolly mammoth that's completely frozen solid, like flash frozen. You've heard of that, right, Agudo?
Yeah,
no,
me
what is
too.
what are you no? Continue,
They'll when
please.
they
Sounds interesting.
discover like remains, and most of it is like just after the younger dryas, right, where something happens to us, probably a comet from outer space or something. Yeah, sure. Initially, the forests catch on fire from the fragments, but it ended up getting so cold they're finding like mammoths that are frozen solid, like perfectly preserved.
Wow.
So like I don't think human beings and research and stuff take cataclysms as serious as they should. Where they're used to a stable climate and it's going to do this, it's going to do that. You know, they're used to a tweak between 1% and 5%, but they're not like used to like a huge sudden collapse. Like all of a sudden, they're not really quite used to accounting for that, but it does happen. We're like overdue.
Yeah, just frozen in time.
So yeah, they figured out that the Younger Dryas event, like the continent that was least affected was Africa. The continent that was most affected at the end of the last ice age was North America. So anyone who happened to be living here, well, any place habitable had caught on fire, and then it got so cold. What are you gonna do? Basically, you're gonna have to leave, more or less. So that's why it's really hard to find what happened before that because of the cataclysm.
See here.
It's kind of interesting though.
I got some elderberry bushes or trees right between you and me, Bobby,
Sweet.
on the
So
green patch.
that's another thing I wonder. Like I used to play Tropico 6, well, the Tropico series in general. And they used some islands would have a volcano on it, right? And that thing goes off and it would cause chaos. I mean, for realism, that's really good because that's part of the natural world is, you know, things like that going on. But
Yep.
for gameplay and trying to be stable and build up your town, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it
I
is.
wonder what you guys think about that. Should Dave add like natural cataclysms?
Uh, yeah, maybe in a soft variation or something you could tweak yourself.
Yeah, that wouldn't reach the game. That is a proposal that I support. If you in the Discord channel of Sapiens say something like that proposition, I will go and second it. Will endorse it with my own.
I mean, because I look at that river, for example, right? Like, sure, let's say it's a normal winter or whatever. Well, we're kind of like in subtropical zone, but especially like on the winter maps, right? Say it's a normal winter. The snow's going to melt in the spring, right? Well, what
Yep.
happens if you get so much snow? I've seen it here where, like, the Rocky River, it looked like Niagara Falls going sideways because we had gotten so much that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to walk
Yeah.
in the park and they're like, the park's closed. I'm like, why? And I got close and I hear this thundering rapid. I'm like, is this the same
Yep.
river that grew up by, you know?
That's funny, man. Niagara falls sideways.
It was something, man. We like over here, people. I could never understand this. Like, especially when driving. Like, is this your first Cleveland winter? Don't you understand what happens here? Like when Lake Erie and Lake Huron work together, what kind of storms we got? And then they're like so shocked, you know, and they're like doing donuts, end up on the sidewalk, you know, or worse, they get stuck in their car and they're like, oh, I'll just walk and get some help. Okay, well now you're gonna freeze to death because people in a car, they're like, oh, I'm just going to the store. I'll go in my pajamas. That's not a good idea. We'll have heat in the
Oh
car.
no,
Well, what happens if your car gets stuck and runs out of gas? Then what do you got? You have a
Problem.
corpse. Yeah, you have a corpse basically.
man. The winters in Chicago, like I forget a can of soda in the back of my Prius,
Uh oh.
and then it explodes. I forget to take the iPad from the backpack, and the screen damages.
See, that's what makes your polar bear story fun. Just because they're in Alaska doesn't mean that a bunch of parts of Alaska are technically warmer than we are in the Great Lakes during the winter.
The
Doesn't
Great
make
Lakes are great.
They are. They're beautiful. Well, I mean, unless you're in the Edmund Fitzgerald, then they're more treacherous than the ocean. That's a crazy story too.
Well, that's an exaggeration.
Well, what happens like if you're in a large boat, right? And you got a wave on one side during a storm, but you have the trough on the other side. So it's like a backwards wave that goes way down. On the ocean, the boat hits the water, and then buoyancy brings it back up. But what happens if you're on the Edmund Fitzgerald and you hit the bottom of Lake Superior and break in half? That's bad. And then the
Yes.
water, that's a totally different thing. They call that hitting ground or something. They broke deep and hit the ground, right? Basically.
So that's the danger of navigation in the Great Lakes, that you can hit the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually heard of a story of a sister ship called the Arthur Anderson that was exactly the same kind of ship as the Edmund Fitzgerald. And in this exact same storm, and the captain saw the lights, and then all of a sudden, he didn't see anything, which was weird. So he tells his whole crew, we can't see the Edmund Fitzgerald's lights anymore. I'm not going to force anyone on the ship to go looking for him, but if anyone wants to, I would like to go looking for him. The Arthur Anderson, the entire crew volunteered to go looking. Which, I mean, the same could have happened to them. I give that crew utmost respect for just absolute bravery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I do. That's bravery indeed.
Timeless human values. That's what makes a great story. And this one just happens to be real. That was 1975. I was actually a little baby then. I was born in 74, so I would have been just over 1 in August. So I was around.
It's a liquid.
Now, see, because, life is unfair, not only is Gamer Mama better looking, but she's also younger than us. So she wasn't even a sparkle in her mama's margarita yet, but
Nope.
I was actually alive when that was on the news.
So talking about the Great Lakes and cities on the Midwest, and I visited Chicago the first time in 1994, in May of 1994, beginning of spring. And I am not a believer in any of these things, but I got a feeling of deja vu with Chicago, that I think that the way that I explain it is that it must have been that I lived in Chicago in a previous life. And I consider myself a Chicagoan at this point. I lived in Chicago for 11 years.
Hmm.
And I do consider myself a Chicagoan, because I really know the city well, and I feel at home there. And um, it's something that for me it is very hard to describe the relationship I have with Chicago starting in 1994.
I totally relate to that. It might sound crazy to someone that doesn't have an open mind, but I completely understand because I've been here before. I've been in Cleveland before. Not the same body. I know I have. I've got some weird stories for you, but you probably wouldn't even believe half of them.
Chicago is a very beautiful city. If I hope I get a job, a good job that allows me to go back soon, relatively soon.
I thought you said you were like 70. Or were you teasing me?
And I say that I was model 73. I was born
Oh.
in 73.
Oh, you were born in 70. I
older.
thought you meant you were 73. Oh my gosh, I totally took that the wrong way. I was like, whoa.
I'm model 80.
So you're still Generation X. You're just a little bit before me.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. They say Generation X is between 65 and some people say 85 and some people say 80, but really what it is, like, they call them the baby boomers because The GIs getting home from World War II were so happy that they weren't killed, they started a family right away, and then the babies were baby boomers. Well, technically, Generation X is the same thing, only it's Vietnam. They were so happy they weren't killed in the jungle, they got home when their tours were over and started a family right away. That's why I had 1,000 kids in my high school.
Yep. Well, I'm a Gen X as well. A late one, but still am.
Gen X? I thought you were like,
Nope, don't say it.
I'm not going to say it, but I mean, it's not really recording anyway. Oh,
As you're not recording, then now what are we doing if you're not recording?
no. We're not broadcasting. That's what I meant. We are recording.
But not streaming.
Yeah, streaming, right. I misspoke. My bad. I mean, it's okay to spank your kids, but watch the headshots if they turn out like me.
Oh my god. Okay, got that. Let's start planting, please.
I'm still stuck with the. Will you guys hurry up and build the first structure so you're not all sitting there looking mighty unhappy in the rain? They still have peculiar behaviors, but it's really, really fun and overall. So no, I was telling. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I was telling
Let's talk
Agudo
about
before, since you've been like helping me and stuff. You said you wanted me to play Repo, so when I get paid next, I was gonna play Repo with you, and then Agudo's here too. So I was like, well, he's into Farming Simulator. So then, after I play Repo with you for a while, in all fairness, because I like to think of myself as a fair person, I would like to play Farming Simulator with Agudo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get that. Hey, it's not. There's no pressure on.
No, I'm just being fair. It's not something I'd have thought of doing on my own. But since you are helping me and you guys like those games, I'd like to, do something nice back.
Well, first of all,
but do it for
try
you.
it.
You don't have to do it for me.
Yeah, we are doing this to help you out.
Well, yeah, I appreciate it. That's my way of showing I appreciate it. Talk is cheap, they say.
What?
Like you could have the
Talk is
greatest.
cheap.
Yeah. So my action would be I'd like to do the games that you guys like.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, then you stop doing them.
If you don't like it, then you're just gonna lose a standing with us. But that's okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
cannot
thought-
go much further down than you are already. So
Exactly. I mean, you already got to scrape me off the bottom of your shoe. How much lower can I get?
that you
So
have to
right now
do.
you're between the chewing gum and the sole of the shoe. Now you can go below the chewing gum.
Man, it's a
And
good
the
thing.
street.
It's a good thing I got a bunch of signs in this town that says "Pick up after your dogs," or I'd be next to something else, huh?
Come on, people.
It is a pretty dog-friendly town over here. Cleveland is like a street to the east, so technically I am in Lakewood, but I just say Cleveland so people know where the hell I am. Because Lakewood isn't like, really generally on a map. But I'm technically in the borders of Lakewood.
That is north. No, north is like what cardinal direction out of Cleveland?
One street west. So if I go one street east past 117th, that's a road that runs north to south. That's the border of
Oh, that's
Cleveland.
the right.
Yeah.
That's the right direction. That's closer to Chicago. So I approve.
Yep, I'm west. But I'm so close to the lakeshore, like, I'm sure you've heard of towns like Buffalo and Erie, and, they measure their snow in feet. So Cleveland kind of has a little bit of that, but it depends on how the winds are blowing, you know what I'm saying? And then they'll always say, generally west of a certain section, you guys will be okay, except for the lakeshore. Guess where I live?
The lakeshore.
Yeah. It's cool though. I think it's pretty. Like during a blizzard, I think it's pretty. I have so many layers on it, and I am wearing ice cleats because I'm not a complete idiot. but I kind of know what I'm doing out there.
I miss the snow terribly.
I don't. You can have mine.
Okay.
I fucking hate snow.
Huh.
I hate snow. I hate the cold. Nope.
You don't hate me, do you?
No, not yet.
I'm just checking. I'm making
Well,
sure.
Bobby,
What?
you might not be smart, but at least you're not cold. So,
I appreciate that.
so,
Well, yeah,
so
I
again,
check.
your mama doesn't have to hate you because you're not cold.
I'm a little oblivious sometimes, so if I say something that
Yeah.
accidentally pisses someone off, I'll be sitting there like, uh-oh, what'd I do?
That was a joke, of course. And
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I encourage it, because how can you
following
take...
the
Go ahead.
no, it's like there is a problem which is called the Bowles law, that people cannot tell whether one is saying a joke or speaking truthfully,
Yeah.
and no, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
just making a joke.
Some of it depends on context, you know. If I'm comparing myself to dog shit, then it's obviously a joke.
If you say
I
so.
get I get your humor. I get your humor. It's getting used to, but
It's an acquired
It's an
taste,
acquired
yeah.
taste, right?
Yeah. Yeah, some people like
Yeah.
feta cheese, some people don't like feta cheese, you know, it's acquired taste.
I'm going to put up my F1 over on my second screen.
F1.
Because, yeah, there's practice.
Personally,
Ah,
I
it's
love...
Friday.
It's
wait a
Friday,
minute.
yeah.
Tribe? I
Mexico.
forgot to do this last time. Oop. Right. Maybe that's what the problem is. Not enough thatch builders.
Let me turn down the sound.
Is my
Can
sound...
you hear the sound? No, can you hear the sound of what I'm listening now?
Nope.
No, I hear the Sapiens music, but you guys don't hear like a double feed of my Sapiens music anymore, do you?
No, not at all.
I don't
Okay.
hear the Sapiens music from you. No, I use it. I heard it from mine.
I'm pretty sure like I had that screenshot on because I was screwing up and I needed Gamer Mama's help. I had no
Yeah,
idea
you're
what I
good
was
now.
doing.
I think we got it now. I think next Wednesday you can stream as well.
I hope so. I really do.
You just have to set up some last final things, like setting up the broadcast itself and connecting that to the to OBS. But that's a piece of a cookie.
OBS sounds like irritable bowel syndrome. I'm trying to debate. Well, I think Discord is confusing. You like it, but I just think it's confusing. And I'm sitting there thinking, how easy is OBS to use? I think it's easier than Discord.
Yeah. What's so difficult on Discord? What
I'm,
makes
I'm,
Discord
I'm like
difficult for you?
I'm like old school. I remember what was that one? It started with the word sky. That was the old one.
Skype.
Skype. Yeah.
Skype.
I was used to Skype for a while, so Discord is totally different.
I never used Skype.
I think they went out of
Never.
business or
Wow.
something.
No,
No, they
Skype's
were
still
acquired
there.
by
You can still use it.
Microsoft, and they continue to be very well integrated with Microsoft Teams and stuff like that. I don't like it, but especially since it is a part of Microsoft. But
Uh-oh. What
I
happened?
used to use Skype to call to Venezuela. It was a practical way to call to regular phone numbers in Venezuela.
Yeah, Skype was a good one for long distance.
Oh, I see what they're complaining about. I don't have enough branches. And you guys wonder
Yep.
why I don't light my fires until later. They're bitching about branches. Well, if you guys could hurry up and get to planting, I can plant as many trees as I please, and then I'll have plenty of branches, right?
Yeah.
Now, why won't you guys pick up Oh, really? No matching storage doesn't exactly make sense.
Does it?
Well, because I had branches stored before, they wouldn't have started construction at all, right?
Yeah.
I think maybe it was set to all, and then they picked it up, and now there isn't one specifically for branches. Could be.
Yeah.
I wish there was an option so that the storages would start with accept nothing.
I agree with
Because
that.
I spend a lot of time getting my storages to be emptied.
When I start, I already direct them to put what in what storage, so they can't get confused. I got a couple of open ones for the food.
Well,
But
he's
from the start, I make a hay storage, a log storage, a branch storage, a stone storage. I already put that up.
well, he's saying like when you first put it down, if it said none instead of all, it would really avoid some confusion.
Yeah,
And then you change it to whatever you want later. But at first, they don't use it.
yeah, well, I put them up before I let them gather the hay. So maybe that's a different kind of playing the game. Different
Well,
way.
you know, I'm Bobby. I'd forget my head if it wasn't connected. So easily distracted. Yeah.
Another stripe spotted. I think that's Agudo. Because he's right in my backyard.
What? What?
You are in my backyard.
Right. And
If
then
people
Well,
are with gathering and stuff, they come very close.
The other choice that I was given to select my tribe was to go to the other side of the mountain, and that was too far away.
Okay, well, don't panic. There's one sapien coming over to kill that chicken that's near you, so I can get my my hunting license. And it's only that one chicken. You can keep the rest.
well, the women are ugly in my tribe, so they choke their chickens. I couldn't
Nice.
help it. I couldn't help it.
What? I did not understand. You're-
I said the women were ugly in my tribe, so they choked their chickens because we were talking about hunting chickens. It's a joke.
Why ugly women and choking chicken are related?
They'd rather
You have
grab
to explain the
themselves.
joke.
So, like, I don't know, since you're from someplace else, in the English in Ohio, and I even know the other states are different too. Choking your chicken means masturbating. So they'd rather choke their chicken because the women are ugly. Now it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that regionalism was not known to me.
Yeah, at least in Ohio, because I can really only speak for Northeast Ohio, obviously.
Yeah.
Apparently, we have this
And
word. Go
that
ahead.
common saying doesn't make sense to me either. But anyway, doesn't have to.
Apparently, we have words like pop, which you think we're talking about our dad, but we're not.
Nope.
We're talking about soda.
Soda pop.
Yeah, but we'll call it pop, just straight out pop. So, like in the
Yeah,
South.
in Chicago, we also say pop.
Okay, but that might be a Midwest thing, you know, spread from Ohio. But I know everyone doesn't know what pop means either.
Well, you know that regarding soda, in the Chicago area, we are very weird because we acknowledge the existence of Royal Crown.
Oh, I remember Royal Crown. I remember that. RC Cola, yeah.
Yeah, RC Cola. Because for the whole world, it is normative that you can only talk about Pepsi and Coca-Cola. But
Right.
no, we acknowledge Royal Crown.
I remember RC. I remember that. They had another one that was related to RC. I think it was a kind of root beer.
Acknowledge the standard one from the little. That Coke.
So, like in the South, they'll just call it Coke or Sprite or whatever directly it is. They don't have a word like pop.
Yeah, we'll try saying Coke
Well, they
around
have so-
here. Come on, get that damn chicken. It's just one chicken. Hit it over the head.
Choke it. Oh, man.
Damn idiot.
I need therapy, man. kind of sad because I'm kind of at the whim of like I have a case manager. He's pretty cool. I haven't seen him in a while. I should. But his agency that he works for, I guess, bills my health care whenever I do get a therapist, and the last one was terrible. Like, she's one of those, she went to school and she thinks she knows more about a subject like homelessness than I do. And I'm sitting there sleeping outside for a year. And you're going to tell me how I should behave when I'm homeless? And you've never been homeless? And then you're insulting me? She isn't my therapist anymore. It's like, sorry, lady, you don't know what could you possibly know? You know what I mean?
What do you need? Nobody assigned. Oh yeah, then I can wait a long time. Thatch building, thatch building. Come on. Um, Carrying a baby, children. You can do it. Come on, you can do it.
I'll tell you what, you two, when I was homeless, so this is going from 2009 to 2010, about 9 months of that was in Indiana, and the other 3 were in Pittsburgh. I figured, I had manufacturing experience, so I thought, well, everyone's got to eat.
It's such an ugly city. I lived there for a few months and regretted almost the experience.
The craziest thing
at all.
about homelessness, especially in Indiana, most of those guys that I were with, back then they were like in their late 50s, early 60s. It was still Vietnam. Still. I mean, I remember one guy from like Desert Storm and stuff like that, and one dude was from the Soviet Union. He was actually pretty cool. The old school Soviet Union, you know what I mean? Because he was older.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually pretty cool, But most of it was still Vietnam vets. After all these years, it's terrible.
Why is that? Why do?
Well, because they have horrible PTSD and it never got addressed. They never got taken care of properly. The VA is like a joke, so they're homeless. It's terrible. They're like way too old to be like. When I was homeless, I was like 33 in the prime of my life. So yeah, I kind of had a huge like survival advantage sleeping outside, but I still maintain winters easier than summer. You see any yellow jackets in the winter?
Yellow jackets. I
Yeah,
don't
like
understand.
hornets. They're like some people call them bees, but they are not honeybees. They're like wasps and hornets. And they're usually over like garbage and stuff, so if your camp happens to be by a dumpster, you're gonna get bit by yellow jackets. At least in Indiana you will.
Yellow jackets are a type of animal. Okay.
Yeah, they're like a wasp. They're nasty, they really are. The good news about honeybees is they don't really want to sting you. They're designed to sting insects, not humans. But they love to kill yellow jackets. That's what they're literally total enemies with yellow jackets. So people calling them bees and not knowing what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, you definitely see the difference between a bee and a hornet.
Exactly. I was forced to because I was sleeping out there. I used to. They had like little temp jobs for us, right? And of course they're ripping us off, but it's not like we had a choice. I guess we were making $13 an hour back then, but we were only seeing 7 of it, and then the rest of it went to the place that was letting us like set up pallets outside. Kind of a scam, but what were we gonna do? So I'm walking like 3 miles to work, and every time I went to work, my legs were hurting. Like what's going on here? And you'd lift them up, and I'd have these big like red circles all over my legs. One day, I'm moving my covers on my pallet and I'm finding all these dead yellow jackets, and then I knew what was going on.
Yep.
Man, imagine that.
But it's alright.
Why the fuck are you talking about Max Verstappen when he's not even driving at the moment?
That of which doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Is that true though?
I think so, because it's like experience. Could you imagine if something like Yellowstone goes off like tomorrow, right? I mean, some people wouldn't feel a thing because it's so close to Wyoming, but other people like me all the way out here. All right, so now the climate's totally different and it's really cold. And if you want to get somewhere, you're going to have to walk. Who's more likely to know what to do? Someone with an experience like that, or someone that never saw anything like that in their life?
Yeah, I see.
I think most people would try to migrate south, and I think that's a mistake.
Stick in the middle.
Well, there
Why
was a.
why would that be a mistake?
You ever hear about that German colony that went from Minnesota to Florida, and like a third of them died of yellow fever?
No, no. Oh, sounds
Yeah,
interesting though.
yeah. Like it depends. It obviously it depends on your genetics. Like, why can't people just be what they are? You know, if you're not intended to live in a climate like that, and you go to do it, and all of a sudden your kids are dying like that, maybe you should find a place that agrees with your body. You know,
Maybe.
maybe common sense ain't so common.
Yeah, not so common sense.
Do, 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 do.
I think that's why I
And I
agree.
am be
Go ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. I'm
I am
sorry.
behind on many things in my tribe. Let me see if I can catch up. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. I think that's why Agudo gets my humor because he's Generation X too.
Yep.
When I was growing up, there were still like forests to play in, and I'm not saying it was perfect. I mean, I'm just saying it was different.
It's never perfect.
There are many experiences that younger people never had. One, for example, of going to an actual physical library to consult physical books and having to check actual index cards
Oh yes,
and not having the opportunity to just control F search things, but try to remember where you read a passage that you want to remember.
right. That's why I'm so impressed. There's an Iron Maiden song. You know who Iron Maiden is? You got to Agudo, right?
Yes. Never
So,
liked them, but sure.
well, their Power Slave song. They're singing about how the pharaoh's headdress is adorned in cat's eye and stuff. And cat's eye is literally when a meteorite hits the desert and the impact is so hot that it creates a gem. That's what the pharaohs were adorning their headdresses with because cat's eye would be associated with Osiris, right? Who's associated with space. And I'm sitting there thinking, in 1984, when that song came out, you did not use Google. That band had to go to the library, like you said. That's some pretty detailed shit. If you think about it, I'm impressed. You know what I'm saying? They had to look that shit
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Fucking older than Google.
Huh?
We are fucking older than Google.
Yeah, I remember
We
AOL.
are much older than Google. I remember using Alta Vista.
Now, I heard of that, but I don't think I ever used it. I do remember AOL, and I even remember Prodigy, which was a total ripoff. But yeah, exactly.
Yep, we're getting old.
Alta Vista was a digital equipment corporation search engine that changed the world
Jesus.
before Google existed.
The frick? Move, bitch, you're pregnant, not sick.
Our passion for gaming is awesome. It's like,
I think that we should request Magic Dave to have whips so that you can lash them if they are not fast
Yeah,
enough.
oh, that would be great.
that's kind of cool. I mean, like, just because I personally don't like it doesn't mean that other players shouldn't be able to choose it.
Yeah, well, I would whip one or two in my tribe at the moment.
I think that's something
Yeah.
good that Generation X is with that. Like, we can disagree
Oh,
about something, but we could still be friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone
I,
could be different, right?
I had only half an hour more. I just had an email that is requesting me to attend a video call at 1 p.m. our time, which
Ah,
Yeah,
could be in
perfect.
half an hour.
Ah,
Then
well,
we'll be hopping off all together because I have to get up quite early tomorrow because we're going to the Comic Con in Brussels
oh, nice.
Oh
and
wow.
it's quite a
Is
drive.
it
So
still 9 hours of difference? So let me, without you telling me, it has got to be 9:30 your time, right?
it's 9:30. Yep. So in a half an hour, it's 10 o'clock here, and then it's a nice time to go to bed.
And where's the Formula One this weekend?
Formula One is in Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Yes,
Mexico.
because it is the United States, Mexico, Canada was already.
Yep. And then
Maybe Brazil is going to be next or something like that.
yeah, we still have Vegas too, but
Ah,
let me
Las Vegas, of
check.
course.
Hmm.
Let me check. Next one after this one is Sao Paulo,
Brazil. Okay. Yeah, so it's the American part of the season.
and then
I used to
after
care about
that,
Formula One, but not anymore.
Hmm.
that one, and then after that we have Las Vegas, and after that we have Qatar, and I think then the last one will be Abu Dhabi.
Hmm.
Is Verstappen in contention? Real contention, as opposed to theoretical.
I don't think so. He's up for still being in the battle for championship.
Okay, but is he far or just mathematically able to become champion?
He is mathematical able to be champion still because there are only, I mean, 55 points from him to the number one, and there are 4 or 5 races yet to come, so still 25 points per race he could gain, and then the number one has to end further back than I think position 4, then he could make it or get kicked off the grid. Of course, that could be great as well if he misses an exit or so. But yeah, it's a battle. It's a real battle.
Okay, it's not truly over yet
No,
for him.
no. And then you have number one is Piastri, number two is Norris, and then number three is Verstappen at the moment. So they are quite close.
Well, I think you guys are awesome.
I think you're awesome.
You know, and if I'm not, I'm great to make fun of because, how can you take a guy seriously who takes himself too seriously? You know what I mean?
You're not
Yeah,
taking
especially
yourself
how
at all
seriously you take yourself.
seriously.
That's quite a thing, right?
I mean,
Then
we're all
you
going to end up
really have to.
underground sooner or later. So, I mean, like, you can't take yourself seriously then.
Oh, I hope to go up in smoke. You know.
I was hoping to
Oh,
be
nice.
buried with my ass sticking out of the ground so my friends could stop by for a cold one. Just pop a bottle opener right up there and laugh at me and just twist some beers open and, you know, that's what I was
They
hoping
would let
for.
you. They would let you.
It'd be good humor.
Well, Gen X, go figure. Same kind of morbid humor.
So I wonder what would happen, like, if that became part of a legal will. That I, like, want my ass cast in bronze and stuck up out of the ground with a bottle opener in it. Would they have to do it if it was, like, in a will?
I think that could be done.
It doesn't ring implausible. Yeah, I think it could be a
Now
possibility.
that would be
I think that
cool.
could be done.
And
Yeah.
have like a little beer holder right next to my grave. Now that would be just great.
No, just put it up your ass.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like the bottle opener would be up there, so everyone drinking beer at the service, you hear, and then y'all like laughing at me and ha ha, drinking beers, having fun.
Yeah.
I think it's a reasonable request. You know.
Yeah, I think that might even work. I am going to take a very
Oh shit.
quick bathroom break. I'll be right back.
Yeah, myself, I'm gonna do exactly the same.
I hear ya. Now what the? I'm trying to figure out what the hell did I do here. Those are branches. Those are oranges.
Yeah, myself, I'm gonna do exactly the same.
Look at this. So this has to be more storage, like soil and flat logs or something. No, no, no. Down, 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 down. Soil. So right now, accept none. Let's see.
All right, I am back. Do you hear me well?
Yep. I think we can make it go. They're not quite at sleepy time yet. Not quite. But I do have it on that they're going to go fast when they go to sleep. I'd like to organize my storage better. However, I can't even get them to build the hut quite yet.
You don't have a hut yet.
Well, I'm weird. I have a certain design in mind, and I use it every time. It's in the short term, it's a pain in the ass for them, but in the long term, it's a really efficient building. And they kept running out of branches, so they're not done with it yet. I don't think they can see at night at all, can they? Unless you put a torch there.
No, they can't. You need to torch.
Yeah, it's pretty far. I'd need like 50 torches to get them where I need them to go. So they're just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. I have done that, by the way. Line up like a road with 50 torches. It looks cool, but it's a pain in the ass.
Okay, I've done it myself, indeed.
Then the thing with clay, there's no such thing as having too much clay. I mean, it's going to be a while until we get there. But once you hit bricks, they go through them so much trying to build everything. No such thing as too much clay.
Yeah, clay is important.
So let's see what you guys can kind of see what they're up to. They're going to go to sleep soon, but I'm going to see if I can find you guys. I see you when I hit M, but I don't see you in the real part of the game. I think you're south of me anyway.
Yeah, I am in the southern tip of the island.
You're the most south. She's right next to you. So let's see. I'm looking at hers. That's a cute structure. You see her structure? How she's got like one wall on each side basically, and then she puts a roof on it.
Yes.
Mine is like two, and I put both the food storage and beds in there, so that
I
yeah.
use a gold wing configuration as if it was a Lamborghini Countach.
Well, yeah, we could build a Lamborghini later when we get like. Oh wow, look at that!
Iron. If we get iron, then maybe we can build some Lamborghinis.
Look at that! Look at Aguda's. He's got
Yeah,
this
I'll be
roof that's
right
like
over.
pretty wild. But that's the beauty of it because everybody builds
Yeah,
different.
an over. Let me see. I'm coming.
So then this double roof you got there, Agudo, is that going to turn into the next structure later?
Yeah,
Looks like it's going to be a food warehouse.
yeah.
That's really cool. I never would have thought of that.
That's good. I'm gonna hop over.
I'll have to
But
give Darth Jessica credit, so if she ever like cares to hear this, but she taught me something like if you put storage right by some trees that are far away from your village, they'll put like oranges or whatever in that temporary storage, and then you just command them from there to send it to the one in your town. That's actually really good gaming.
I do that all the time. You can see it in this very game.
Well, this was like, back in the before time when we were gaming with Pat. She suggested I did that, and it's a really, really good idea. So I give her credit.
we have 4 working places.
Okay,
Well,
now we can research pickaxes.
So their lazy asses still have to get to the trees to put it in the storage in the first place, but why is there only one woman doing it? Where's everybody else?
I don't know.
Now I like your whip idea again. If they're just sitting around doing nothing, and they're supposed to be picking apples for their whole tribe, come on, man.
Yep, I got some good ideas every now and then.
Yeah, imagine that. So there's this game that is a classic among classics. It's one of the best computer games ever made, in my opinion, called Dungeon Keeper.
Oh,
And
yes.
it's
You know that.
Dungeon Keeper 1 because Dungeon Keeper 2 sucks. Sucks
Oh,
balls.
you like the first one better.
Dungeon Keeper 1, right? In which you have to command native imps is the bulk of your workforce. And if they are too slow, you just slap them hard with the back of your hand,
Right?
and they hurry up for a while. And you should even do that very liberally of slapping your workers because that trains them, that up levels them.
It's a good idea.
Cool.
I
It's a
love
good
Dungeon
one.
Keeper. That's Peter Molyneux made that.
Yes, Peter Molyneux. Yes, 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 yes.
He made one called Black and White too, but I think Dungeon Keeper is a little better.
Dungeon Keeper is one of the best games ever, in my opinion. Seriously, I do not mean to exaggerate in any way.
I guess a site called GOG, they had this for like $2 or something. But the difference between Steam and GOG is technically on Steam, we're only renting the games, but on GOG, if it's on your hard drive, you own it forever.
Yes, that's so nice and cool of GOG. I love GOG.
So I guess if the internet goes out forever, I'll be playing Dungeon Keeper all the time, because I'm not losing those files.
The only problem with the version of GOG that I have of Dungeon Keeper is that it is the the DOS version, not the Windows version, as
Right?
it should have been. I don't know if that makes a lot of a difference. I don't remember the details now, and that might have changed, but at least it was back in the day
Right?
the case, and it's disappointing, very disappointing indeed that they make that the choice of.
More disappointing than me?
Why the fuck are you putting the hay in there? Come on.
Is that possible?
So it is a choice that I didn't regard positively. Ah, finally, there's someone butchering the chicken. Now, what should I do with this mammoth meat? I should collect it on the creek, right? So let's prioritize that.
I probably should. So, actually, I've got two dead mammoths sort of by me. Oh no. Well, you guys don't have enough knives?
Oh, I always need to have knives because I am a backstabber. So
These guys, I don't understand. If if you need something and you know you do, how come other games like if they need a knife, they just make one, like in Aska?
A good thing in there, yeah.
And they're a bunch of liars because I see I had four knives. So what are you guys talking about exactly?
Canvas.
man, this is a very rainy place. My fires
Yeah.
keep getting out, and I had to relight them, and that's messing up my cooking.
So have you ever played Aska, Agudo?
I don't know what you're talking about. Even
It's a
doesn't
like
ring a
a
bell.
it's a building game where you're like a Viking and they let you build a fire, but they give the fire like a little roof. You can upgrade it, and then the weather doesn't affect it at all. It still
Nice,
gets oxygen from the other side, but it's got like a dome over the fire, so the rain can't put it out.
nice.
Dare we suggest to Dave that it's okay to learn from other games and upgrade yours? Could we do that?
You might lose direct messages privileges if you do that. So watch out, just in case.
Yeah,
Or
not to piss him off. His baby is awesome. It's one of my favorite games, but just a few issues here and there, like tweaking.
this game needs tweaking.
If you got a
I agree
puppy,
with that.
if you got a puppy and it shits on the floor, you don't get rid of the puppy. You just train it a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, you whip it into shape.
I heard of people when they go to a shelter and they don't understand what breed they're getting. Occasionally they'll adopt something like a Malamute or a Husky and it'll eat the gerbil. And then the little girl's crying and it ends right back up at the shelter. It's like, well, you could read about what breed you're looking at and what they're typical to do. Like supplement their diet.
Exactly.
Eat the what?
Like Huskies and Malamutes. If you have like a hamster or like a pet like that, it'll eat it. Because that's what they do in the wild. They see a rodent running around, that's lunch. Like they're not doing it to be shitty or make the little girl cry. They're doing it because they're a Malamute. That's what they do.
Yes, indeed. Now I want you to learn planting. We are overdue with planting.
I agree with that. And I do have some apples. I don't understand why they haven't. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Do I have any
Because
axes?
they ate them.
No, I can't do planting because I forgot about digging. I
And you
kind of
need
get it
that.
though. Yeah.
Strangers running through my orchard.
No, I should have like one axe. I don't know why.
Yes, well, please.
Oh man, did I lose oranges? Oh, then let's research compost right away. Cause
So let's say something that Dave Frampton did get right. I think this game auto saves and you don't have to directly save it. So that's good.
Yeah, it does.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I dislike those games that force you to have only one save game per playthrough.
Hmm.
Yeah, well,
Cause
I like
that
my supermarket sim. That's only one save per playthrough, but I really like it.
Oh man, getting so many text messages. Let's see what happens.
I did get one call, so I guess some people talk to me, not many. I could probably count them all on one hand, but guess what, Agudo?
What?
Gamer Mama actually saw a photo of Vicky Lynn, so when I'm talking about Vicky Lynn, she knows she's actually real. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Not yet.
Who is Vicky Lando? What are you talking about?
She's the sweetie. She's the soulmate sweetie. Everyone else in my life, it's like, I'll be decent and I'm not gonna like cheat or be shitty or anything. But my philosophy is if she stays, she stays. If she goes, she goes. Vicky Lynn's the only one that affects me. You know what I mean? That one that just really affects you, like your self-esteem and your emotions and all that. The difference between being a gentleman and you really, really love her. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. That's who Vicky Lynn is. But, I mean, I'm just saying at least Gamer Mama knows that she's a real person.
She's not made up.
She's a pain in the ass. She hasn't picked up her phone in 3 days, and now I'm worried about her. She'll give me attitude. I mean, what do I expect? She's in Appalachia. I'm probably lucky she hasn't shot me yet. I'd probably let her. I'd die with a smile on my face. She's gorgeous.
Let's see. We are starting to hit the mark to end
Oh, yeah.
our little game.
I think I'm set okay. You know, guys, if you weren't so slow with the apples and oranges, you would have a fire already. But any slower, you'd be going backwards.
Yeah, well, mine got 34 branches, but are too lazy to put up the fire.
Oh.
Another one pregnant. Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you doing over there? Yeah, fucking of course, but
Maybe when we get to the night, we can call it, right?
yes.
Oh yeah, you want me to save it and we'll do it like
Not
next
the
time?
night. Sorry, when they go to sleep, that will be a
Yes.
good time because then they are sleeping and we can figure out what they had to do when they wake up, as opposed to be in the middle of a day that you have several things going and you forget.
What you're
Right.
Because
going
we're
to
gonna continue with this game, right?
Yeah, on
Yep.
Wednesday. Yeah, we just
All
couldn't
right, so-
get it going last time because the 24-hour rule was terrible.
Yep.
Oh, did you get approved though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And did you have a stream to check that everything works fine?
This is
yet.
it. I'm recording it and then I'll put it on my YouTube, but it's not
No, we are going
broadcasting
to-
right.
We are going
Yeah,
to
but
check
I
that
was telling
Monday.
you that you could have recorded on Wednesday and upload later.
Oh
While
yeah.
you were waiting for the streaming, the live streaming possibility.
Yeah, well, I could test your stream on YouTube Monday, same time as today.
Oh, that's fine. I appreciate
No,
any help
no.
I get because I would have no
I'll put the
idea.
stream up. I will make it that nobody can see it but us.
If you want, like the regular YouTube group, like RDJ and Darth Jessica and the people we know. I mean, Patmos, all them people. Maybe they should be able to comment and stuff if they want.
Yeah, but first you do a test stream to see if everything is working before you actually start streaming.
Me jump right in? Never.
Well, you could. I did as well, but
It's a pretty lady smiling at you. What could go wrong, right? Oh man.
come on, go to bed.
The difference between being young and old.
Yep.
It's not that we're really mean. It's just that we got like some experiences that have defined us, you know? It's not really mean.
Start walking, you lazy bastard. Someone else there? Somewhere out there.
Then I'm just gonna stop it in the morning, right?
Yeah, as soon as they are all in bed, you can stop it. Before,
I think your villagers might be a little bit more fun, but they're also gonna have overpopulation problems too.
mine, yeah. They're fucking like rabbits.
Sometimes I'm
This would be
kind
the
of.
this
Go
would
ahead.
be the time to stop.
As
Yes.
soon as the sun comes up, I'm gonna stop it, and then it'll
Perfect.
start in the morning on Wednesday. Yeah,
I'll hop out.
they really, really should have finished that hut by now. But what can I say?
All right. See you guys.
Thank you so much for showing
Thank
up,
you.
Agudo. I appreciate you very much.
Sure,
Thank you
man.
for the fun.
And, thank you for the invitation. Actually. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
You too, Gamer Mama. You rock. I mean, I never would have gotten this far without you. Just saying.
Maybe someone else would have helped. Partners is good at that too. He helped me, so yeah, there are always people willing to help.
I like our little like group that we see each other all the time, and then we like what do they call that? Social networking.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really cool. So I guess when I get my money for November, I'll
Sorry.
get repo.
Yeah, take your time because it's a costly game. As soon as you get it, then I'll let me know, and then we'll try it first without a stream, and then or you want to jump